this is Ubud.
And Owen.
And we are
4 Minds.
One Perspective. So today we're going to be talking about the Jeffrey Dahmer case. You know, the famous case that even had its own Netflix show where it portrayed his life and what he went through and how he dealt with his victims and how he murdered them. Oh, and where would you say it all began?
When he was younger, he grew up in a very depressing household. His mother was on drugs.
Yeah.
And they would fight every day. So when he was 6, his father would take him out and get roadkill, and he would teach him how to dissect. And that's when Jeffrey Dahmer's fetish for dissecting things began, because he found happiness
that makes sense.
in dissecting the animals.
In his case, he's known for cutting up his victims, you know, taking out their organs, eating it and everything, which is very disgusting, to be honest. But yeah, where would you say like his interest, like his sexuality began?
Definitely when he was younger.
Yeah.
Because the girls weren't interested in him, the boys were.
Yeah.
So he took that opportunity,
you know,
to get the boys into his room so he can drug them.
Yeah.
And then murder them.
Oh, okay. Where would you say he got his first victim from? I think it said that he went to a gay club and he picked up his first victim that got away, right?
He got away, yes.
Yeah, his first victim got away, went to the police. Like, he got away completely.
Completely got away.
Yeah. Then he was arrested for a little bit, but then he was out on bail, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. His other victims, how many people did he kill? I think it was
8 men.
8 men.
I think 8 men.
Was it not 15? No, it was 18. I think they only discovered 15 bodies, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I'm not too sure. I think, yeah, it says that the jury found Jeffrey Dahmer guilty for 15 murders.
15.
So, and I think it was 17 people he killed. He was only found guilty for the 15. So the other 2, I don't think they were found or anything. But
no, because he crushed up their bones and threw it in his grandmother's garden.
Oh yes, that's why they weren't found. And by that time, their bodies had fully decomposed due to the barrels of acid they had been put in.
It also mentioned there that he kept his victims' heads in a fridge.
Yeah, as souvenirs. I wonder why. I feel like he had to be going through a lot of things, or he was just born as like a psychopath. You know, things just didn't go his way in life, so he retaliated by killing those, thinking that they would never love him again.
And he also kept their lungs, liver, ribs, and heart to eat. Do you know anything about that?
No, I haven't. I just knew that he did cut up their organs. I didn't know he ate their organs or anything like that. But like, that's very interesting, you know. Apparently he also used to pay them for nude photos. That's how he learned.
He said that how he lured them is he would say, "I'll pay you $200 if you come strip in the nude, and then I'll take a photo."
Yeah.
And then when they did that, that's when he poisoned their drink.
Yeah, when he'd offer them a drink.
He would rape them and murder them.
Yes. I think the one victim, I can't remember his name. Jeffrey had picked him up and told the friends to go a different direction.
And he was only 14.
Yes, and Jeffrey had offered him
$200.
And also a beer. So that was the one that was drugged. But then he fought off like the drugs, and he was able to. Was it him who was able to run out?
He tried to escape, but he wasn't successful.
And he was. They found him on the doorsteps of the apartments where his neighbor had found the boyfriend. That's what Jeffrey had told the police, that it was his boyfriend. Faked the ID, told him he was 19 and that they had a fight earlier or something like that.
And he took him back and then he murdered him.
Yes, which is very sad because would have been cool if he made it out and he actually made it out completely.
Would have, but the drugs were too strong.
But I think he deserves what he got. Jeffrey, they killed him in jail. Apparently,
they did.
Some guy
he got 15 life sentences,
which just to make sure he doesn't get parole of any sort and stuff. So yeah, he ended up in jail. Somebody killed him,
Yeah.
At the end of the day, people lost their lives when they were way too young.
Way too young and innocent.
Didn't even finish school. Some of them didn't even get to university, have kids maybe they planned, which is very sad to know. I think it's very sad to know. Alright guys, that was a nice debrief of the Jeffrey Dahmer case. We thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
And we'll be back soon.
Bye.
Bye.